Last week, amongst the madness and mayhem, chaos didn't reign, but Mace did for a place alongside Napalm in the series semi-finals. Who'll join them? Let's find out as we get heavy with the metal here on Robot Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome K9's pedigree chum, Craig Charles.
When the Cold War ended and military dictators around the world felt the nuclear-soled boot of Uncle Sam up their backsides, we all felt safe. Once we worried about melting in a nuclear explosion. Now we worry about melting cheese in our Argos catalogue fondue set. But as you sit there reclining in your world-of-leather armchairs, introducing your grandchildren to uncommonly good butter candy, remember this: a new war rages. It makes the Cold War look like a hot summer's day. It's called Robot Wars. And to prove it, 6 iron-plated superpowers are going to battle for a place in our series semi-finals. Let's bring out the troops.
First, from High Wycombe, Challenger.
With its sleek lines and Ferrari dashing red, waspish yellow and black stripes, Challenger's weapons include an angle grinder disc, stainless steel spikes, driven by its own customised gearbox, weighs in at 74 kilos, second lightest in the round. Will that be costly?
From Cambridge, Mortis.
Back again from the First Wars, controversially eliminated before really leaving the trenches. This team mean for revenge and seeded second for this series. With the titanium Kevlar laminated shell, the martial art Tanto blade is powerful enough to rip up roads.
From London, Oblivion.
Oblivion, powered by Sinclair C5 motors, has front prongs made from hardened steel. A Trinity School project, but should they have added more weight, it's the lightest in the field at 58.7 kilos. Second fastest at 12 miles an hour and can still carry on motoring even if it's knocked on its head.
From Nuneaton, Dreadnaut.
Another First Wars veteran is back, and with improved weaponry. Fantastically frightening forklifts can lift up to 70 kilos. It has directional change relays. The original wheelchair motors were a bargain. The improvements, £200. Will it prove money well spent for the yellow and black bubble?
From Abingdon, Rameses II.
The team which gave us Scarab last time around walk like Egyptians again. Rameses II with an unusual high-density industrial polyethylene shell which could clog up chainsaws. And then there's always that spring-loaded arm to bring the opposition a winter of discontent.
From the University of Reading, Griffon.
Griffon looks like a moving video cassette recorder, but look for the fast-forward button. At 19 mph, no one can match that thrust. Its lifting arm is powered by linear actuators. To you and me and you, Craig, that means electronic pistons.
They look big, they look impressive, but so did the Titanic. And one of our robots is going down in the first of our 3 rounds, the Gauntlet.
This is the Gauntlet. It's been described as an obstacle course, but wipe out any memory you ever had about school sports day on a sunny afternoon. It's still a race to the end, but this time, circular saws, a flame pit, and the might of all of our house robots await our 6 gallant metallic athletes.
Roboteers, stand by.
Challenger driven by Steve Dove, the teammates Andy Byrne and Peter Rose.
On the front here we have 4 sharp stainless steel spikes which are connected to the Formula 3 racing car spring to eliminate any large shocks going through the chassis of the robot. Over here we have a milling machine cutter which has 3 carbide inserts. At the back here we have a tungsten carbide saw spinning at 3000 RPM which goes up and down in this fashion.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Now with that 24-volt industrial motor, that's a nippy start, and he's chosen the breeze blocks. A bit like knocking your head against a brick wall. Ooh, not once but twice for Challenger, the heavyweight. Now the driver, Steve Dove, wants to ride to the North Cape on a motorcycle. Let's be honest, Steve, he wouldn't get beyond Hadrian's Wall. Look, you can't get beyond this one. And look behind you, Challenger, shunts after you. And with the blade and with the pickaxe, you could get impaled. And with the 25mm ground clearance, you could get beached on that ramp. And in major trouble here, Challenger for Steve Dove. Dove? When doves cry? A prince of a performance? I don't think so. And with Matilda about to come in and shake those tail feathers, this could be the robot formerly known as Vicious. Time is ticking down on the challenge of challengers.
Let's challenge the team. Come on to the podium, lads. Come on to the podium.
You seem determined to remove every brick in that wall. You got kind of caught on the side of the seesaw, didn't you?
Yeah, we thought we'd broken down, but then we got a bit of backwards motion and we realised we were just off the ground. When we saw that motion, we thought we were still in with a chance, so we kept going for it.
Well, you stood to be in the chance to wait and see.
Yeah.
Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
So much hard work. But 5.3 metres only. That looks as if it'll be beaten.
Okay, guys, gather around this scratched and mutilated body. Matilda had a good go over there.
Gave it our best shot.
Well, I'll let you go and inspect the damage proper, and we'll catch up with you later.
All right, thanks very much. Who's driving?
Roboteers, stand by.
Mortis, driven by Rob Knight, back again.
Mortis is back. It's been extensively reworked since the last war. New transmission on it, new components. The chassis has been re-welded and repaired. The front's been redone. The axe has been totally rebuilt since it broke last time over Leebot.
Oh, that's not too much of a weapon, is it really? Oh, and that is Leebot! Pepper pot! You could pour pepper out of that Leebot machine!
Totally new set of mechanisms, so hopefully this time will be a bit more reliable. Same electronics, new armour, and altogether generally improved machine.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Which route for Mortis? Again, the wall. Oh. My tip for Mortis, as it powers its way through the wall, would be use that blade on Arthur Chilcott's beard. And get a shave. The blade sighs. The electric car motors power up and over the ramp. And there is Bash and Matilda blocking the way.
What's going to be your tactic for the gauntlet?
I'm going to pole straight into either Shunt or Matilda and hammer them as hard as I can with the axe until one of them falls over.
That's great and simple. We like it.
Matilda blocks the way through to the finishing line. All but taking punishment. Look at that Tanto blade we warned you about. Matilda beaten. Bash is in there as well. Will we see the flamethrower? Still Matilda taking punishment, this time on the tusks. He's reached the finishing line, almost. Matilda blocks. He's over the finishing line. Now this is an arrogance of power, taking on the house robots, and they don't like it. He's finished. They're over the line. They're through. But Matilda and Bash have got long memories, and they don't like you. This is where the retribution started. They didn't like him coming back and having another go, and into the pit. But Mortis through, completing the course.
We've proved that we've got a really destructive weapon here. I think it's the most awesome weapon on this site. I don't believe that anybody else has got anything as spectacular as this to look at.
Roboteers, stand by.
Oblivion from Trinity School, they're Tottenham fans.
There's two pincers at the front, so you can stab the robots, and it's designed to travel upside down.
The robot is powered by two Sinclair C5 motors, fully driven. We're hoping for a maximum speed of 20 miles per hour if we need it.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Now, will they go for the wall as well? No, they're veering, and they're going to take on the house robots. Matilda's down there, and the first robot you will see beyond the spike, ridden well, is Shunt. With the axe, you'll see the axe in a couple of seconds' time. Shunt pushing Oblivion back onto that spike. Again, riding the spike well underneath Shunt this time.
We're not going through the brick wall, we're going down the side against Matilda. Hopefully fairly well.
So this blue light here, is it to call the ambulance after Matilda's got you?
No, hopefully not.
One of the team, Sir Belandran, likes weightlifting. They'll need some weight to get away from Matilda. And the chainsaw cutting into that patterned aluminium shell, the same as used for the gauntlet ramp. Reverse, backwards, sideways, forwards, it doesn't matter when you're taking on Shunt and Matilda. And you've got the death pit there as well. Oblivion awaits, literally. Bye-bye. Oh, tottering, teetering, Tilda's tusks. Ta-ta.
Lads, what can I say? Shunted, pickaxed, chainsawed, and then sent to Oblivion. It seemed to be able to stand up to a good bit of stick, though, didn't it?
Yeah, surprised. We felt it well.
You might have done enough to make it through. You never know. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
They are through, rising from the pits of Robot Wars hell. Oblivion 5.8 metres. Challenger nervous.